These are scenes that the U.S. Secretary of State calls just horrific. The military crackdown in Rakhine State has sent more than 600,000 Rohingya refugees fleeing into Bangladesh in the past 3 months. Rex Tillerson arrived in the capital Naypyitaw at the end of a high-profile trip to Asia with President Donald Trump. The Rohingya crisis was the focus of this stop for only a few hours.
We're deeply concerned by credible reports of widespread atrocities committed by Myanmar's security forces and by vigilantes who were unrestrained by the security forces during the recent violence in Rakhine State.
Tillerson met military chief Min Aung Hlaing and said that an impartial and credible investigation is needed, and anyone implicated needs to be prosecuted, and broad economic sanctions against Myanmar are not the way to go now. Targeted sanctions could be imposed once there is evidence of atrocities. After meeting with Aung San Suu Kyi, both spoke to reporters, Myanmar's leader defending her much criticized handling of the Rohingya crisis.
I don't know why people say that I've been silent. I haven't been silent. Actually, we've been sending out a lot of statements from my office, and I've also made statements of my own. But I think what people mean is that what I say is not interesting enough. But what I say is not meant to be exciting, it's meant to be accurate.
Tillerson announced an additional $47 million in U.S. aid to the refugees and urged more coordination for the repatriation of the Rohingya.
While reaffirming the United States' commitment to Myanmar's transition to a full democracy, Tillerson emphasized that how this crisis is handled by the leaders here will impact the future of the country.
Myanmar's response to this crisis is critical to determining the success of its transition to a more democratic society. A key test of any democracy is how it treats its most vulnerable and marginalized populations. It is the responsibility of a government and its security forces to protect and respect the human rights of all persons within its borders and to hold accountable those who fail to do so.
While the UN has called the Rohingya crisis textbook ethnic cleansing, Tillerson says the U.S. administration is still evaluating that description. Scott Heidler, Al Jazeera, Naypyitaw.